Obviously, disappointing way to end the regular season and kind of our home finale. Thought we had a good crowd here tonight. We wanted to send our seniors out on a positive note with kind of everything that they've meant for us this year and how they played, how they've led. Um, but you give credit to the opponent. Obviously, Wilmington is the number one seed in the regular season champ for a reason. And even when we made runs and kind of cut into their lead, they made runs right back at us. Kind of due to some of our own mistakes, whether it was a turnover or offensive rebound. So we just got to be better. And at the end of the day, we're all headed to DC, and we've got to win 4 games in 4 days. They got to win 3 games in 3 days. So we'll get ourselves figured out. We'll get excited. We'll get revved up and try to make a run.
You had a really tough start to the game. You were really able to rebound a little bit there at the end of the first half. What was that kind of like? What was the conversation like to help you turn around a little bit?
You want the players first? You want to ask the players first?
Players first here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, can you repeat it again?
Yeah. Sorry.
You were kind of down early, but you were able to kind of right the ship a little bit there at the end of the first half. So what was that conversation like, and how did you kind of get back on track a little bit?
Pretty much, we know what we're expected to do. It took us a little while to get going. We know we was losing a lot of 50-50 balls, and in which we needed, and we realized that we want to climb back into the game. We have to secure those rebounds. So that was like the conversation that was being had. We had to make sure that we secure the 50-50 balls.
I mean, yeah, proud of you guys. Obviously, UNCW is a great team. They have some play. What do you make some tough matchups for the
Their ability to switch. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I'll take it. I'd say just defensively, I feel like they're really connected defensively. Wessler in the middle, he's a big presence. They're able to throw it into him, throw it into multiple guys in the zone, the high post. Just puncturing our gaps, and it was good offensively.
Also, question for you, Chandler. I mean, let's still see United as a first year coming over here. What's it been like comfortably on throughout the season?
No, it's definitely been a blessing. I love playing here. It's sad that, obviously my last game in the Charlotte Center was ended like this, but, we can only just count on DC and just know that we all start over record-wise and just got to make sure we show up ready to play.
Another question for you, Chandler. One area the team really shined today was at the free throw line. You went 11 for 12 today.
Yeah.
This team as a whole at 89%. So how are you kind of able to drown out the noise a little bit and really shine that element in your game?
Just staying just composed and just relaxing on the free throw line, just taking my time. I believe towards the beginning of the season, I was more so rushing my free throws, just not breathing, just relaxing, and just taking my time on the free throw line.
Yeah, I mean, question for you. I mean, whenever Elon told you that really great year and growing as a player, can you speak to how you evolved?
First, I think it's having a staff that believes in you. I feel like it's the first time I had somebody believe in me at the level that this staff does. Does a lot to your confidence. Being able to go out there and play your game and having the coach's trust. So, I mean, it's all thanks to the coaches.
Thank you.
Their point and how that really contributed to the game.
Yeah, a lot of their effort was just like discipline plays, being in the right place at the right time, playing with activity, playing with some urgency. Really proud of those guys, for how they came in and affected the game. Even though Ned wasn't efficient scoring-wise, he did have some assists, so he was able to push the basketball and got the ball to open people and was trying to make the right plays offensively. But when they can come in and affect the game defensively, Middleton with block shots, deflections, steals, and Ned just again being in the right place, hustling. He's not the fastest defender, but he's tough and he'll throw his body around and he's willing to do whatever it takes for the team. So I'm just really proud of those guys.
Yeah, Coach, I feel like Wesley is a really tough body.
Yeah.
Can you just talk about him as a player? What's it like seeing something like that?
Yeah, I mean, he has 13 and 10, so he gets a double-double, pretty much his season average, a little bit less than. But, what makes them tough is they've got, they can make 13 threes. So Christian May can make 6. Nolan Hodge, kind of quiet game, really, for a guy that's, another candidate for player of the year. He only goes 2 for 6 from 3. So, they just have a lot of weapons that can space you out, and then they can, beat you in the paint with a 7-footer. So, Again, I thought we competed. We did some things that were good. We just had some possessions that we needed to finish, whether it was in the first half, some 50-50s we didn't come up with, or early in the second half, where we just couldn't quite get over the hump. And again, just kind of as Chandler mentioned with even with shooting, his free throw shooting, again, there's an element of, our jump shooters need to kind of calm down and breathe. We got some good open looks, and we got to be ready to step up and knock those down.
You've got a couple days here before you head to Washington, D.C. for the CAA tournament. So what will you be emphasizing in practice and in team meetings to really help your team succeed?
Yeah, you got to believe. First of all, you have to believe that you can win. It's March. It's called March Madness for a reason, right? There's a lot of crazy things happen this time of year. You just have to give yourselves a shot and you believe in yourself. As Coakley mentioned, that confidence, and Chan, they've mentioned it before, the confidence. So, believing in yourself and then believing in your teammates. So believing that, the guy next to you is going to make the right play, he's going to make the right decision or setting the right screen. And then belief in the coaching staff and the game plan that we put together, and being able to go out and execute it and do it to a high level so that we have a chance to win.
Coach, talking about the senior night, it might not have done what everyone wanted
Yeah.
to do. I mean, it's still a credit to us, seniors that came in and
Yeah.
helped stabilize the team.
Yeah.
What's been like being with guys like that?
Yeah. I mean, these seniors have meant a ton to our program. What Chandler's done, I mean, it's been a historic season. And again, I've said it so many times, for a guy that averaged 6 points a game last year to elevate to 20 points per game, in the CAA, in this league with the physicality, he's been phenomenal. And, I'm so proud of him. He goes 11 for 11 from the free throw line against Monmouth, 11 for 12 from the foul line today, which is big. I mean, it's huge for us because we can set our defense, puts points on the board. So it really helps us. But he's just been a huge factor. Casper playing through injuries, sickness, all that. He still gets 6 rebounds. He didn't really play that well offensively, but he still comes up with 6 defensive rebounds. And he's one that can, looking to share it. He's looking to make plays for his teammates. He had some opportunities at the rim that we all know he would like to have back, some shots that he normally would finish. So we get him finishing those in there. And he becomes a really tough cover to go along with Casper. And then obviously Carr and Spell, again, just different ways, kind of their leadership, their toughness has meant a ton to our program. All right, thank you guys.